righty then. Hey, beautiful people. Happy day. Great day. Happy Tuesday. Today ain't even Tuesday, y'all. I'm lying. It's Sunday. That's how y'all know. Y'all know. GB Christmas. It's not even a Tuesday. It's actually a Sunday. Which is why we're here on Soul Talk with T and Key.
Yes,
I had to adjust a little bit because y'all was not seeing my girl. Y'all didn't see my girl. It ain't just me and May here.
We all in here.
We all up in here, okay? We all up in here together.
Oh, goodness.
Make sure y'all share, comment. Make sure, okay? So, let's start this over. Okay. Because I said it was a Tuesday. It's not a Tuesday.
Let's start it over.
Woo! Great day, beautiful people. Happy Sunday.
Yes.
You are joining the live with T and Key, Soul Talk with T and Key, and we do this on Sundays. Today we are on the rooftop, so you see the beautiful clouds in the background. I'm loving the backdrop today, actually. Really loving the backdrop today. We have our special guest, May, here today with us. I'm excited.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcome. I would say to the couch, but we're not on the couch today.
We're not on the couch today.
So welcome to the rooftop.
I'm blending in with the sky. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Come on.
I know that's right.
Be on cloud 9.
It's definitely a
good place to be.
Okay, a beautiful view.
Cloud 9 is a great place to be. We have nice, refreshing water today with lemon. With lemon.
Really refreshing. I'm rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like so needed today. Oh, hear me.
Somebody want to be your friend?
Yes. So today, talk about what we do on Sundays and talk about it. What we doing?
So, if you don't know, if you've never joined us before, again, this is Soul Talk with T and Key. And on Sundays, we do this every other Sunday, or at least we try to do it 2 Sundays out of the month. We talk about mental health and self-love like we've never done before. And we bring on different amazing guests in all different kinds of fields: music, artists, poetry, like everything. So today, again, we got our special guest, May, and May is going to give you a little bit about what she does and who she is. Because I ain't gonna lie, we both interested to really know what you do.
Can I tell you what I really said about you
Before you got here?
Before you get somebody yo, oh wow, you know Martin, right? Okay, so I said, May do a lot. Matter of fact, May do it all. Matter of fact, May is like Tommy. What do May do? Because she do so much. I can't figure it out. Okay? So I said May is like Tommy because y'all know Tommy was sick. Tommy had it made, but we never figured out quite what Tommy did. But he obviously did something because he was doing all of the things. That's how May is, y'all. She's doing all of the things.
All of the things.
Which one of the things do you actually do, or do you really do all of the things?
Oh, exactly. Because we both was like, we really want to know this question.
I think as women, Black women, we juggle so much. It's like, we wear so many different hats. But I've been taking a step back, just again for mental health, just for my own like physical well-being. I started this year really sick, and that really just kind of like put things into perspective for me. So I'm not trying to wear all the hats at the same time. I think I was just burning myself up. So now I can swap them out when needed. So the main thing that I do right now, I am a training and development consultant. So like I can write training manuals. I go and facilitate different training sessions, like for workforce development.
Okay.
I'm a trauma facilitator. I really like facilitating trauma sessions. So just a facilitator overall.
Yeah.
And I do program evaluation. So being trauma facilitate, like when you say you facilitate trauma, what does that look like? What does that mean?
So trauma workshop, like introducing, and it depends too. It depends on the course that specific organization wants to get into. So it could be like an introduction to trauma awareness.
Okay.
So trauma 101.
Got it.
Or if it's something more in depth, specific to the organization that I'm going to. So like if they want something for like an education and like bonding with their staff. So, trauma awareness in the workplace,
Oh,
trauma
yeah.
awareness
I love
when working with youth, so working with
Yeah,
adults.
that is awesome.
Thank you for explaining that, because I was like, well, how do you actually do that? But that is a thing. That is definitely a thing that's needed, because I feel like there are a lot of people in trauma, but they don't even realize that they're in trauma. They don't realize that they're battling through it, and their life is life, and they're just going through the motions of life and not realizing that some of the things that they do, some of the reasons that they are the way that they are, is because of the trauma that they've been dealing with. Right. So I think it's very important for someone like you to come in and to be able to address it and unpack it for people so that they can comprehend, and then they can work on it. So I think that is important. And I think with Tish and I, we relate to people with a lot of trauma. Also, her with dealing with mental health and helping people get through whatever it is that they're trying to get through as far as their mental health. She encounters a lot of people that are dealing with trauma also. And then on my end, I also encounter a lot of people dealing with trauma, I guess. And then I try to incorporate the self love into it for them to help them be able to combat the trauma. And then on the other side, I try to help them shake it off by dancing, releasing the trauma that way. So it's like, I'm trying, y'all, figure it out. But I love that you are also a healing warrior as well. I call you a healer warrior.
I'm a doula, lactation counselor, and childbirth educator. So I'm not. I don't like promote myself like I used to in that field, but I'm still doing it. Just with people who know me, like personal interactions. I still support, women, Black women during their prenatal journey.
Now, as a doula, because I know a lot of people do give birth in the hospital, right? As a doula, what is your suggestion as far as giving birth in the hospital, giving birth outside the hospital, taking, I can't even remember the classes now, it's so long, the class, the breathing Lamaze class, is that what it's called? Taking those classes, like what do you have those talks with women, Black or melanated women?
Honestly, you have to do what's going to be best for you. I'm not against hospital births. I have 3 kids, and I all had them at the hospital. So I'm not against it. Uh, I think you need a plan, and you need support. You definitely need support, because you can get looked over. You can get misunderstood, because a lot of women, especially Black women, have so much fear going into the hospital, rightfully so. Like you're literally afraid. And that you just need someone there to support you. Sometimes just like speak up for you and just keep you, I would say, in a sense of safety. So it's where you feel that sense of safety, and who's with you. Because you could be at a birth center and you don't feel safe, and you feel like, this place, your fear can kick in. So it just depends on what's going to work best for you, because man, there's so many health complications out here nowadays. It's not, I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening? So yeah, I'm not against any option. People just need to do what's gonna work best for them. That's what I say. And one thing I want to say, when you said like dancing and trauma, getting it out your body, last summer I was doing kickboxing. I did it for like 6 months, and I was able to release whatever trauma I was holding on to, because I was doing a lot of work, mental, emotional work on myself. But I'm like, I just feel like there was something I couldn't shake. But doing kickboxing, I'm like, man, that helped me release the anger. I would love it. Oh man, it was so good.
What's funny about that? So the person who just called me was calling me because I did a very what's it called? What is it? Impulsive buy on Facebook. So my friend, she posted, "Oh, I'm selling this punching bag." I was like, "I want it." So now, as you're saying that, now as you're saying that, I'm gonna go kick the mess out that punching bag and punch it and just Get all
Do
the
it.
drama out. I mean,
Do
I
it.
like to dance, but if you know me,
Get the anger
I'm gonna
out.
kick the
Yeah.
mess out there.
Yeah.
Dana, I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm coming to get it.
Keep the mess out there,
I am.
right here.
Yeah, you need to release it.
Yes.
Else you're gonna release it on somebody.
Yeah.
So release, just punching. It's good for your body too. It's good for your, muscular system, just to get that tension out. Do it.
I agree. I'm going to invite y'all over my house. We're going to have a punching bag day. We are going to have a punching bag day. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
You want to get into these questions?
Sorry.
Get into it.
All right.
All right, Tish, you kick off with the first question because I haven't read my darn.
First question. What advice would you give to someone who is struggling but hesitant to seek help?
Letting them know that shame, don't hold on to shame, because shame will keep you stuck. Because I think that's a big part of it. People don't seek help because there's like a layer of shame. They don't want people to know, like, oh, I'm actually dealing with this. Or they don't want people to think, like, oh, I'm crazy or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's about you being able to move forward in life and not being stuck. I would just try and tell them, healing is not something to look down upon, and healing is needed.
But as soon as I feel like
That part today.
It's this part today. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm having a day. Tish having a day. Don't worry about it.
May good though.
But May didn't feel hers. Everyone.
But as soon as I know I feel like I need therapy again, I'm like, let me get right back at it. Because sometimes you need the outside that don't know you to give you some options and opinions. Because it's different talking to your friends and your family. But if you talk to them about the situation or they already feel like they know you or know what you're talking about, it's just going to kind of still feel one sided. And I kind of just want the side of somebody telling me I'm wrong too, or I'm not wrong. And because you don't know me, then you don't know, you
Right.
you got just the honest opinion. So, yeah.
Yeah.
None of it. Can't hear Tish.
Or mine?
The whole time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you hear now?
Try on her Facebook
Mm-mm.
or one of our Facebook. Just try on Facebook.
Yeah. Let me see.
Mm.
There's a
I can
few
hear on
people.
yours here. You can hear on mine?
I can't hear. Yeah, I don't know why there's no audio.
I'm glad you came
I
up and
think-
said that, though.
I think that Instagram was having an issue, and I think it said that though. I think they put a little message across the screen, but we was too busy setting up that they was having problems with it. Yeah, but we good as long as we got something. They can see us.
Right.
So, listen, if you're on Instagram, log on. Let me type it. Log on
In
to
your
our
comments, can you type in the comments if
Yeah.
you can't? Can you hear or whatever?
Or if they have access to Facebook, your page.
Mm-hmm. That's the tech world for you.
I know, techno demons.
Technology does absolutely what it wants to do when it wants to do it. So at this point,
I mean,
it's
but
like I'm used to the technology.
Yeah, me too.
did you guys get that alert a couple of days ago saying like the 911 system went
Yeah.
down? I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yes,
It's happening.
Absolutely.
I was
But
like,
you know
what's
what?
going on?
Honestly, can I
I'm
be
not
real
surprised.
transparent here? I'm gonna be just here we go. I want to do it for it.
Not surprised at all.
I heard that was coming down the rabbit hole, so to speak. I heard that it was about to be a whole bunch of shenanigans coming. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. So I would say get prepared. That's what I would say to the people. Okay, people, if you can read through me, if you can pay attention, okay? Please, please, please make sure you get your waters, make sure you get your canned goods. You got you a generator, make sure that baby is up and running and working. Just be very much prepared because the shenanigans are coming. They've actually already started. So that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah, I was very
Not a fun
surprised
topic,
though, when
but
I seen it. I was just like, what? And then it was so weird watching people comment about it because I think everybody was confused. Like, don't
It's down.
yeah.
And the thing is, when the city initially went on strike, they also tried to go on strike, but the city told them that it was dangerous, basically, and that people would be affected. Da, 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 da. Now all of a sudden their systems are down. Make it make sense.
Yeah, first they can't strike.
Yeah,
System, so,
yeah. So that's why I said just shenanigans are coming, y'all. Just get ready.
Always shenanigans.
And mental health too. When stuff starts to get chaotic, people's mental really goes out the window.
Absolutely.
It really does.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think that's a thing.
And
their coping mechanisms and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you were saying when you said you've been in therapy since 2005. 2005. I said 2025.
I know, right?
Like, you just started it.
Started therapy. Started therapy. Like 2005.
Yeah, 2005. That's 20 years.
Yeah. Because I have 20 years of good life underneath my belt. You know what I mean? I had some kids early. I got married at 23. So that should kind of tell you right there. I got married in 2004? So I started therapy the next year. How about that? Nothing against marriage, but I started therapy the next year. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to a therapist, but I've had, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I keep saying, okay, I gotta do it. But I would say I've met people who've just like poured into me so much and just really encouraged me and just like see me for who I am. So I'm happy I've gotten to have a community like that.
Yeah, and that's different. Yeah, and that's different. When you have that, it may make it a lot easier, for you to not have to go see therapy. I don't believe I ever had that. Not that young. Not Again, I got married when I was 23. I had my first child at 19, so I don't believe that we all were still kids, and I don't believe that I had that support group to be like, you know what, let me talk to these people, or that they would even understand. I mean, honestly, when I think about it, even a lot of my friends now are still not married. The friends from back then, they never got married just yet. So, you couldn't really talk to me about marriage stuff, but you could talk to me about baby kids. Because that was seemed to be the thing back then. We all was having kids, but I was married, and so it was like I can't really not that I can't come to you for relationship advice, but you're not going to get it because you're still dating. You know what I mean? And I'm not. And then it's like going through stuff with work, having a job that I have. I've always worked in the healthcare field. So that has always been very strenuous. Um, it's been over the top strenuous, and I've done it since I was 13. I was like a candy striper, and I worked in the hospital as a candy striper, and then I went from that straight to being a cashier while I was pregnant with my first child. I was a cashier in the atrium of the hospital. So I've always been in that atmosphere. So it was like I had so much stress on my brain at a young age that it was like, oh no, let me get this therapy. And then I think what topped it was my job. I was being harassed at my job, and that was like over. It was like over the top. It wasn't really my home life at that moment. It was my job, but it's like, how do you go to work and feel comfortable with going to work when you go to work and you get harassed every single day? And this lady was horrible. She used to be right behind me, like she in the clouds. Like
she used to tell me the stories, y'all, and I was so
yeah,
I used to be so irritated for
yeah,
her.
like
because
I would have to transfer, and she was my manager, so I had to transfer her over to, like calls would come in for her, and I would have to transfer calls, and it would be like her personal calls, and I wouldn't drop the call right away just because I knew you was gonna talk about me. And so it was like I would hear that, but then you figure now I gotta come to work, and then I feel like you retaliating against me if I don't do something or if I do something wrong. You know what I mean? So I did. I had to start therapy very young to get through a lot of the hurdles
Can
that
I
I was
ask a
going through.
question about the therapy? So, because of what May just said, you've been going to therapy for 20 years now.
Mhm.
For therapy, is that a lifelong thing for you, or do you think that you're going to go to therapy for the rest of your life?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so because I've been doing it for so long. I do believe it's something in me. Again, like I may go to therapy. I started 2005, and then I might have stopped, and then I might not have went again until 2012. 2012, I lost my memory. I was going through a lot of health issues. Then I went to therapy. I thought I was good, and I was going to stop. 2013, my brother got killed. So and again, not having a great family dynamic or really like friends that care. It's not about having friends, y'all. It's not about having
Genuine
friends.
connection.
It's about having genuine connections.
Yeah.
Now, like now in my life, I do have that community. You know what I'm saying? But I'm 44 years old. Look how long it took for me to get that community. You know what I mean? Like this girl right here, I remember one day I was having a bad day, and I was like, when you get in, just call me. And she didn't even take her coat off. You know what I mean? And she picked up the phone and she called me because my day was feeling a little fuzzy. But you don't get that. You know what I mean? Sometimes. So it took years for me to have it. So can I say I will stop it? No, I'm going to therapy now. Matter of fact, I got an appointment on the 18th. I got an appointment on the 18th because regardless, life's still life. You know what I mean? And it's not that I don't want to talk to my now community, but again, my community knows me. And I want somebody that doesn't because I want to be able to say my piece. And I want that person to say, Tish, you did wrong. Because sometimes I might not and not be offended because you don't even know me to tell me I'm dead wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just know the situation.
And I can get out whatever I need to get out. If I want to sit there and talk about the sky blue for 45 minutes and they like, no, the sky ain't blue today, it's pink, Tish. And I'm like, no, I told you when I came in here it was blue. If I want to argue about the sky, they gonna let me argue about the sky.
About the sky being blue.
You know what I mean? I'm like, no, when I came in here, I swore it was real. You know, we get that little pinkish sky. Y'all seen it. And y'all, don't act like y'all ain't seen it. Y'all all seen it get the little pinkish sky.
Hilarious.
If I want to just talk about whatever I can, you know what I mean? And there's nothing, they're not pushing me to be like, no, don't talk about that. And then they give me homework. Like the homework that I have is, what is it like to date me? And what would I like to do on a date? You know what I mean? Because again, I was married for a lot of years, so the dating game out here sucks big time. You know what I mean? And it's definitely the
underlying big time for me.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time. You know, so it's like, well, what do I look for in a date? What do I feel like it's like to date me? You know what I mean? And so like start there. And it's like, okay. You know, or when we came to the balloon pop, my therapist was so happy, like, what, you're going to a balloon pop? You know, you like tape it. You know what I mean? And too, I've had female therapists my entire life, so it was good to have a male therapist because now I can talk to him and be like, "What's up with y'all? What y'all doing? What y'all doing wrong? Why y'all not doing this? Why y'all act like this?" And he might say, "Well, why you think we act like this? Maybe you act like this. Maybe you're doing something wrong." Because I've had females, and so that might have been a thing too, where I'm
Yeah.
like listening to them, and they like, "Yeah, right on, girl." And I don't
Right,
want you to write me
right.
on.
That is
I want you to
very
tell
valid
me.
point. That
I
is a
want you to
very
tell
valid
me what's
point.
up. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I love therapy. Listen, that's why I do what I do with the mental health stuff and the products. Like I love it. I would take everybody with me if I could. Y'all be right in my little session, a group session.
Happy day. Just wanted to ask that question. I was curious.
Mhm.
It says mic is muted. If you unmute mic, stay here. Okay.
That part.
You know what? You know what?
I was looking at it for a minute. I'm like, wait. I
you
wonder
know
how
what?
it got muted.
It's
though.
fine. It's okay. We here. Hey, Instagram, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear us now over there instead of just seeing us over there in Instagram world. I'm cracking up. All right, let me ask you a self-love question. So, what does self-love mean to you? Like, let's just get into it. What do you think self-love is? What does that mean to you?
Self-love. I think I've been doing that. I've been learning to love myself for like the past couple years, I would say. And it's just, for me, it's being intentional about putting me first, being intentional about my own well-being, being intentional about, the people I interact with, uh, the places I go, the food I consume, um, right? The music I consume, being aware of, um, how people's energy affect me. So it's just centering myself more. Uh, Self love has been that for me. And it's not in a conceited way. It's just so that I need to love myself so I can continue on, right? I can continue on for the people who rely on me, for my community, and just continue on with my aspirations and whatever mark I need to leave in this world. Yeah. So yeah, self love is just about being intentional about putting me first so I can continue on with my purpose in life.
I love it. And I love all of the things that you mentioned. I absolutely love it. So, yes, I'm a self love bug. So, they all just resonated right to me. And again, we were at a health and wellness event yesterday, and they were speaking about a lot of the things that you just said, being intentional with what you're eating, being intentional with the people that you're around and the energy that they bring, just being intentional with your consumption in general, because consumption is just not the food that you eat. It is everything. It is literally everything from the smells to the sounds to the lights, to everything, the clothes you wear. Like, it is literally everything. So I love that people are now starting to become more aware of, oh, self love is just not going to get your nails done. Right. Yes, that's a form of pampering yourself. Yes. But it is so much deeper than that. And I am very excited now to when I speak to people to hear that they're now going deeper, that they're now just not surface level or materialistic with their self love. Like, it's not just about buying yourself some flowers. Right. You know what I mean? It's not that. Yes, that is a form of it, right? But like, take the flowers and put them in a bath and now make yourself a bubble bath, right? That part. So it's just different things. So it was very refreshing to hear you say those things, because not a lot of people are aware on that level. They're very much surface level when it comes to self love.
To do something for self.
Right. And I think it's hard for people.
It is.
It is hard.
Because I would say too, and again, in this society, it's like we're doing so much. We want to do so much, right? A lot of people have our 9 to 5s, and then we're trying to hustle and do something else, and it's just always going and going and going. And self love too is just about rest. I know this movement, like radical rest or something. Like, they go to the park and just sleep. they show up in different places
Intentionally.
intentionally. Yeah, it's like we are going to rest.
So that
Let's
I love
sit here
that.
and sleep. Yeah, because it's you need. I try to do that more often too. It's like, okay, if I'm home and my kids are not around, uh, at my work, if I'm like, okay, I don't need to do this right now. I'm like, you know what? Let me lay down while I have some peace and quiet, and just even if I'm not sleeping, it's just like to try and completely relax.
Just
like
relax.
feel your muscles just
Yeah.
releasing the tension. Yeah.
That's true. You know, it's so funny when I was younger, I used to be like, I went on that
All children, I know that. Yeah, the
all the way
children.
into my like 30s. I used to think naps was good for babies and kids. I did not want no naps. And then I hit like 35. I was like, oh, maybe this nap might be
It's
kind
so
of
refreshing. Isn't
like,
it?
I was
Oh my
So very
goodness.
oh,
much
no, this
refreshing.
nap don't
It's
feel.
so
That's what I've been
It's
missing all these
needed.
years. I've been missing
It's needed at a certain. I know why the babies had to take a nap. It feels
Right?
good.
It
It's
does.
so very much needed. And you know what? It's important because Tish just sent me an article not too long ago about a young lady who was pretty much a workaholic because she had to work for her family so much. And she pretty much worked 24/7, like 7 days a week, 24 hours. She barely gave herself a break. She was taking care of her mom, she was taking care of her children. And unfortunately, that lady is no longer here because she basically worked herself into the ground, like a real thing. And it's crazy because I sent it to my mom. My mom is that type of. My mom works, and I sent it to her like, "Mom, look what just happened. Like, you gotta take a break. I get it. Stuff needs to be done. You're the only one to do it, and you gotta make it happen." And da 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 da. But what happens when you're not the person that can do it anymore because life then took you out, or sat you down? Not even took you all the way out, but just sat you down because you are doing too much.
Yeah.
So your body breaks down. It's like, baby, we can't do it with no. We can't do what your mind's saying to do because it's too much. So
And that's a big
I for
thing.
sure had to send it to my mother.
I know I sent it to you because I seen myself in her when I read it. That's what it was, because it was like, I'm always on go. And people say that all the time. Like, I just commented on one of my friends from school videos, and she was singing and she sang her butt off every time. I just be waiting for her to sing something. And I sent her something and I was like, girl, you gotta sing my event. She was like, event? You always having an event. Laugh out loud. And it's like, that's what everybody always say. Like, we always on go. So it's like, I seen that in myself when I read it, and I took that to like, yeah, some days you gotta slow down. Some days, like, and I still be doing stuff, but I literally like just won't get out the bed. I'll do it in my bed, and then I'll take me a nice little nap in between, and then I might do some more. But all of that running that I was doing, and just like, because it was just crazy when it was like she took a nap and she would wake back
what
up.
happened. Like,
She was so that's what
literally
they said.
just
They
went to
said she was
sleep.
so tired. She posted it. I'm so tired. I'm taking off for 3 days. And went to sleep and didn't wake up, and I was just
So
like,
now
wow.
it's sad because she's no longer here. But the reason why she was working so hard is because she was trying to. Her mother was sick, so she was trying to work for her mother. She was trying to work for herself. She was trying to work to take care of her children. But she also had children. So now the person that was working so hard to help them can no longer help them. So now her sick mom doesn't have her daughter's help. The children do not have their mom anymore because she wanted to work so hard. So I just wanted to bring that story out. Yes, friend, because my friend definitely is a workaholic. My mom is, and to all of the people, ladies, men, it's not just for ladies, men too. To all of the people, please, please, please be mindful and take a break when needed. Take a break, please, because it is very, very detrimental to you to keep going and not give yourself a break. So I wanted to bring that story up. I wasn't sure if you heard it, but yeah, I said that to my mom because it scared me. Yeah, honestly, I'll just be very honest. Say that too, it scared me, and I was like, "Oh, mom, read it. Did you read it?"
Because, like I said too, for me at the beginning of the year, I think you guys know, I got like a really severe case of pneumonia in both lungs. Even the doctors, they're like, we don't even know. Yeah, it was really extreme. And, it just made me see things differently. It just changed my perspective a little bit. A lot. I wouldn't say a little bit. Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's like, you're always on go. It's like I was always on go all the time. And it's like, if something happens to me, like I got to think about my kids.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, like I know I need to, yeah, I know I have to support them, but if I don't support me, then I can't support them. So I've just been like, yeah, I got to put me first, to put you first, and to put everything else first.
And I think some people think that that's selfish at
It's
times.
not.
Because it's like, I got to put me over my children. Yes.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If you don't, then you can't even do what you need to do for your children. And it's not like, oh, I'm, being boastful or prideful or saying that I'm putting myself over my children in that way. But I think a lot of people take it that way. You know what I mean? So they feel a way about even saying it. Oh, I'm going to put me first, because they feel like saying that is selfish, because that means that I'm not doing what I need to do for everybody else.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But if people know, they'll know it's like, yeah, you need to put you first, but you could still do everything for us.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, let's see. What role do social media and digital spaces play in mental health, positive or negative?
Yeah, well, we know the algorithms, right? So once you start looking something up, it's like that's all you'll get. So if you look up negative stuff, that's what you're gonna get, and it can make you go crazy, like literally. Me, I try not to watch. I don't really watch the news. I don't watch the news at all.
I stopped watching the news years ago.
Yeah. I get those emails, like articles in my email. If I want to open them up and read it, I will. Yeah. But like I don't stress myself about it. I'm not big on social media like that. Like I have Instagram and LinkedIn. That's what I tell people.
LinkedIn, I love that, because I need to get better with LinkedIn. But I absolutely love that you said that. I need to get my life together
have
with LinkedIn.
Which could be a live option on here, and we never do. But
seriously, you go live on LinkedIn?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Live here on LinkedIn.
I did not know
you can't. I don't know if LinkedIn has a live, but on the StreamYard here, it
allows you to go live on LinkedIn. Yeah, I did not know that.
It does. Yeah. So, but it social media is crazy. But like you said, I don't watch the news. I haven't for years. I used to wake up every morning and just watch for the weather. Because I just wanted to know what I was going out into. And that's it. I didn't care really about what else. But then you would just hear everything else while you was getting dressed for the day. And it just was like, this news is depressing.
It is.
I want to wake up one morning and watch the news and everything just be like sunshines and rainbows.
Right.
Nothing
In the perfect world.
In the perfect world, right? And I decided, like, you know what? Just stop. It's not going to happen. Like, there's no need. Like you said, if I see something come across my feed, cool, I'll still stay connected. But I don't want to hear about that every day, because there's nothing but negativity.
And even some like traumatic stories, like I would intentionally go past it. I'm like, I don't have the capacity to hear this right now. But it's gonna hit me hard, and I'm not ready to have those emotions. Yeah, at this moment. So
that's a big one. That's boundaries.
Yep.
And we were talking about boundaries yesterday too, but that's boundaries to say, hey, I'm not even going to listen to that story. I'm not going to look at it, because I don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. But that's also you being aware enough to say that, because if I don't know, I don't know. Now I'm just watching the story, and I don't even know that it's affecting me the way that it's affecting me. I don't know that now I might have an issue because now my energy is messed up. Like I don't know that. So you know what I mean? It's great to have platforms like this to be able to have conversations, so we can bring it out in people, so that people can say, oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe I should be more aware of what I'm watching, what I'm intaking, how it makes me feel, and things of that nature. So I love that you brought that up. Because I don't watch the news either. I haven't watched the news because my grandma, when she was watching the news, all I used to hear was, I got sick of that. I really did. And I said, I don't want to, I'm over the So I didn't want to watch the news no more because of that. So it was giving the stories. Yep. Nope, I'm done.
I say all the time, the same thing. So it's crazy that you say that, like with the trauma stories and stuff, because I have seen a lot in the social media with the girl who stabbed the lady at McDonald's and stuff like that. And so, we normally don't talk about stuff like that on the show, but I bring it up because it hit me so hard for part of the reason why I left my job. The part of the reason why I don't work a corporate job right now is because I didn't feel safe in my environment. So it's like, You know, you never know what's happening on each side of the fence. You know what I mean? Like, and I did all I could do. I went to HR. I went to management. You know, when you got HR telling you one thing and management telling you another, and nobody is helping you, then it's like, well, what do you do? You know, so I felt uneasy and I had to leave. So it's so crazy when I seen that article come up. It was just like, yeah, well, like, what is it? Because you don't know. Again, this is just last year that I left. But I just told y'all that I was being harassed back in 2005 at my old job. So this is something that, you know, not saying that the lady was bothering that girl or not, because I don't really know the whole story, but it does happen. It's something that's happening, and it's something that I've experienced firsthand on a couple of jobs, and nobody seems to care, and you just supposed to come to work every day happy because they know that you need that money and that you need that check. So nobody cares about fixing the issue. So as a big thing with social media, seeing the stuff, because I'm starting to see a lot of things that just resonate to the entire world.
And back to social media, I think that's positive aspect of it now. I think on a job, if you're at a job and the environment is like that, especially if it's a manager, right? Because everybody got their trauma, right? They come to work and they're like, I'm gonna take my frustrations out on my, subordinate under me.
Yep.
And I would recommend take it to social media. Like, I am working for this organization. I've been to HR. I've been to the higher ups. Nobody is doing anything. So I'm left with turning to social media or going to like some type of news outlet or something.
Now
What
the
should I
company
do?
feels like their name and reputation is
Reputation
gonna
is on
your
the
reputation is gonna
line.
get
Yep.
tarnished. So they're gonna jump on
They
it
would have
quickly.
jumped on it quickly.
Actually, they probably try to remove your actual post somehow, but yes,
Of course,
they would jump on it
course. Of
quickly. You're
course they
absolutely
would.
right. You're
Yeah.
And something like
absolutely right.
LinkedIn too, like a more professional website.
Like, oh,
Like
yeah.
post it on there. Ask questions.
Yes, because then they do. People want to know. They be
Yeah.
like, well, where you work? Who you work for? Because they definitely will ask,
Yeah,
and
get
it
to the
gets
bottom
around
line.
very,
Very
quickly.
That's
Very
very,
Very quickly.
Now I have seen about the young lady that you're speaking about, but I've done exactly what May did.
Kept going.
Kept going. I
Kept
was like,
going.
I want to.
See-
I actually saw the fight. That's what I saw.
So I didn't
That's what
see
I
the
saw.
fight. I seen the headline,
Mm.
but the headline alone got me.
Made you want to read.
Because what it is this girl was, from what you read, she was able to leave, come back, but then you come back and now this lady's dead, and it's like that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like it happened even at Jefferson Hospital where that guy got in and shot the. So it's a thing. Like this is happening in situations that is like, when you first hand be in it, you like, oh no, I'm just gonna get out of it because I'm not about to put my safety on the line. Because my thing is this: even if we just say hypothetically for me, if I would have got the social media about when you gonna come rescue me? Because I don't know when my time gonna be up.
For that particular.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it may take a couple days or you gotta do X, Y, and Z, but sometimes you don't have that time. You don't have those days, and you ain't got time as see like for me, I ain't got time to play around with my life and not be here because somebody got issues.
Somebody's
Right.
mad or
Somebody
whatever.
mad. Yeah, no, I don't have time for that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, I get it. Scroll past it, ignore it if you can, if it bothers you.
I try to be very selective also with the things that I listen to, the things that I watch, the things that I eat. Like, so I try to be very selective because
Yeah.
I now know how it affects me and my emotions and all of the things.
Yeah.
So I just try to be mindful. Now, life is going to life, things are going to happen, stuff is going to come in that I necessarily didn't want to come in, but I try to be mindful of what I'm intaking. All right, let's get to another self-love question. I'm shuffling them like this.
I know.
Which one do I want? All right. Have you ever had to unlearn a healthy belief about yourself or an unhealthy belief? I'm sorry, an unhealthy belief about yourself.
Yeah. I had to unlearn to always be the bigger person.
That's a big one. Talk about it.
Yeah, because I think that was like I would always get that. Like people know, like, oh, Mahalia, Mahalia is calm, she's friendly. It's like I would always try and help people sincerely. I tried to avoid confrontations. I would hardly say no. So I think because I didn't like to confront people like that, and I'll just be like, okay, be the bigger person, right? Let me not get into this. But for my own self, as I started learning more about trauma for myself, I'm like, am I being the bigger person or am I being a pushover? So now I'm like, I don't want to be a pushover, right? Because I'm not a pushover. And I'm not going to stay in this box that you told me that I need to stay in. Like, oh, you're the kind, quiet girl. So stay the kind, quiet girl.
Not
It's
having
like,
a
no.
voice.
Yeah.
Not having a voice.
It's like I can still be kind and quiet, but I can still confront you if there's an
At the
issue.
same time,
Right? I can still tell you no
That's a
and be
big
fine
thing.
with it.
Yeah. And what did you say yesterday? No is the complete
Complete sentence. Complete
complete sentence.
And I would say
So-
no with a smile on my face and the
And
sweetest
walk
voice.
away.
Yeah.
Gotta
It's like,
go.
no, that's it. Can't change my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people have trouble with that, saying no. I had to learn that because I had trouble saying no and just like being okay with it. It was like no because I have to do this and that and that and that. No, just no. I need. That's all you need to know.
Right.
Like, but you know what's funny? There was a lady. I keep referencing. Canary, your thing must have been amazing because I keep referencing it, girl. So there was another young lady yesterday. She was 50. She told us her age, and she said, when you get to a certain age, you start not to care, right? She just said that. She was like, you don't care about how people think about you. You don't care how you look, like you literally don't care, and you start to enjoy life different. It's a different type of freedom.
Yeah, because
It's what she was saying.
She was like, I'm 50. I don't care anymore.
She was saying it. But the other lady that was sitting next to her was like, she was like agreeing, like, yeah. When you get to this, and it's like, it's so funny because I've heard my mom say that, right? And I think I prematurely got there, y'all. I'm not 50, but I'm to the point where I really do not care, y'all. Like, I don't care what you think about me, how you perceive me, because it's not about how you're perceiving me or what you think about me. It's what I think about myself, how I perceive myself, and then how I present that out when I go outside.
Exactly.
Or when I'm on this live or whenever.
Wow. We're not smart anymore. We're getting wise. We're learning from their experience.
Come on now,
So we got Tanya up to the
audience, right? Y'all can't hear her. I mean, see her, but y'all can hear her.
Because we're becoming more wise. We're learning from the next generation and their trials, their experience. So yeah, we smart. We learn from our own, but wise people learn from watching others.
Come on.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
I hope y'all did. Because that was a great jump.
I heard it. I think so. But yeah, that's true. I mean, at some point, when do you stop caring? If you, like she said, she made a thing about saying her age for a reason. She's 50. But when she going to stop caring? When she's 70? When she's 80?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. When do you stop caring?
Because we running your life based on what everybody else says or whatever else thinks or whatever.
Just be happy. Do you.
Keep yourself trapped
One
like
more
that.
thing, and then I'm gonna shut up. Saying yes to somebody else could be saying no to yourself.
Yes.
And then you, like I said this yesterday, you'll end up presenting yourself. Like, why did I say yes? So do we want to be mad with ourselves, or can we just say no from the door?
I did that a lot.
Did you?
I know that's what I was getting from you, and that's what I heard.
And you didn't really want to say yes.
Yeah,
but you said it anyway.
Yourself, so it's like you don't do mad. Like,
And then you know what? A lot of people do that, right? A lot of people just be like, "Oh, sure, whatever, I'll do it." Knowing darn well in the back of their mind, they never wanted to say yes.
And now it's a contradiction within yourself, and that now becomes trauma in yourself. Love it. But yeah, that was very, very true. Yes. All right, I'm done. She said, I love it. I love that. Yes. So I just had to ask that because I think that is a big thing. That is a big thing with just being a people pleaser in general. Kind of. That was a thing because I know I had to deal with it. I am a recovering people pleaser. I tell people that all the time. I am a recovering people pleaser, and I'm proud to say it. Hi, my name is Kiana, and I'm a recovering people pleaser. So yeah, that's a thing. But it's okay because I know that I was a people pleaser. So I was aware, and now I know to change it because of how it was affecting me. So I think that a lot of people were that way. Yeah. Because why would you say yes when you meant no? Why would you do things that you weren't wanting to necessarily do. You know, no, why would you have that tension within yourself if you weren't trying to please others?
And people are still doing it. It's so crazy because I just feel like you're right. In this day and age, with so much going on, and it's like you don't think about self, you think about you. But that's why too was like it's so crazy because when we decided to do this show, it just fell on the 16th, and the 16th had fell in February. It fell on a Sunday, and then we was like, it's like Soul Talk Sunday, and then it's like Self Care Sunday, you know. But people really are out here trying to please other people and living their life unhappy just because they just like, let me just do it, and they do that every single day of their life, saying, let me just do it. So yeah,
And it's a pain.
Yeah.
It's a literal pain.
Yes, I agree. And it goes back to the social media that you were speaking of, that both of you guys were speaking of, because they do that through those forms. So, like, if I'm posting an Instagram post, yes, people will see my Instagram post and it's me on the beach or whatever the case may be, right? But who knows what it took for me to get to that beach? Like, I could be on the beach so stressed out. I could have just took a picture that me looked good, but I could be crying right after that picture. But guess what? What I think people fail to realize is people are putting highlights on social media. That is not their everyday regular life. You're getting people's highlight reels, like their good parts, if that makes sense. But then there's people who try to become that, if that makes sense. So now they're chasing it. You're chasing someone else's highlight reel.
I am firsthand. I know firsthand right off bat that people do it because again, I was the first to get married out of my crew. I got married very young, and I had people tell me directly, I seen you and your husband, and y'all made it look so good. That's why we did it. That's why we won it. And it's like, you see what I put? Just see what I put. You in this house? Do you get it? Do you understand?
Right.
Do you
only
know?
knew type
Do you
of thing.
do you know?
Only really do.
And again, every relationship, no matter whether you're in a relationship or you're married or whatever, it has its goods and its bads. But how can you just take, because you see me and my husband in his limo, or you know what I mean, or you seen us go out on an anniversary dinner, or you seen us at this event? It's just that we live this beautiful luxury life. Like it's not trials and tribulations within it. You know what I mean? But people literally wanted to be us and literally told me that to my face. And it's like,
yeah, because they don't see. They just see the good part.
So I can only imagine. I'm just a normal person. I can only imagine how people look at the big world of social media, all the celebrities and the people that they really want to be, and be like, "Oh, I really want to be that." And it's like, really?
Yeah, and I feel like it causes so much trauma. It causes so much discomfort in a person. It causes so much like unease because it's like, why can't I be like that? Why is my picture doesn't look that pretty? Why can't I go to the beach? It's like now it causes all of these things.
And now you got all of these all in your brain, and you can't think straight because you really just trying to be other people. And that's the thing. Like you need to be you. You first. Because you can't even be good for other people if you're not good for you. Be good for you first. Do what you want to do. Love on you. Be good. Just be good to you. Like,
and it's good to admire people, because there's a lot of people I admire. It's funny.
Oh yeah, that's a different.
It's funny at my old job. There were a couple women. Like whenever I would see them, I just admired them. To me, it's like they walked with confidence, and they just seemed so like self-assured, and that made me. I'm like that. I'm like, okay, I need to be like that. I need to walk with that presence, with that command.
Yeah.
And then, like, getting to know them, it's like, man, you're going through a lot, but you're still showing up. And then it's like one of them was telling me, like, that's how she felt about me. And I was like, wow.
Because you never know how somebody is feeling about you. Like, they might feel the same way they feel about you, and you feel about them. But it's not until y'all talk that you're like, really? You feel like that about me too? And then it make you feel good because it's like, hey, like, I do got that. You know what I mean?
Like I am doing something.
I am
doing that.
Yeah. But that's also goes down to people giving each other their flowers. You know what I mean? While we all still here, just being like, hey, like, you're an awesome person, or I see you in this, or whatever. Because too, you don't know. Like you said, you've seen her every day, but you had no clue what she might have really been going through. And then you just giving her a compliment or saying something could have brightened up her day. She could have been having a dark day. You know what I mean? So it makes a difference for sure.
And I would, one time I heard there was some interview with Rihanna, and someone was asking her like, how does she like continue on or whatever, and she's like, I fake it. Um, and I'm like, that is so true. Like sometimes you just have to, you literally just have to fake it, and I don't think it's really faking it. It's like you just have to show up the way you want to show up.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not feeling in the best mood right now, but I
I'm
want
showing
to
up.
be in this mood.
Yeah.
So I have to like tell my body and my mind and my soul, it's like, look, we are going to put a smile on our face today and feel good. And even though I'm not feeling like that, I need to act like that. So my body's like, okay, we're feeling good. Let's feel good.
That's what I was about to ask you. That was very, I love that you just said that, right? Because so your body doesn't know the difference between, your brain doesn't know the difference between real and fake, right? So I was about to ask you, when you fake it, right? When you fake it, how do you feel after the faking? Do you feel like you're still in that funk, you're still feeling away, and it's like, I'm so glad this event is over because I'm done faking it. Like I'm sick of it. Or do you actually feel the shift?
I think sometimes I'm like, okay, like I feel good. I had to tell myself, I had to will myself to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes again, it's just like, I need to just do this in this moment. And when this moment is over, like I can just take that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it just depends. It really just depends on how deep the emotion is or how I'm really feeling. And I think that's normal. That's okay. Sometimes it's like you just have to wear that mask in that moment and you just do it. And then when the moment is over, it's like, okay, like I'm smiling. I really don't want to smile because I've been to events where I'm like smiling so much, my cheeks are hurting.
Because you faking that smile.
Yeah.
Get the smile out. And then they probably looking like, why you smiling so big?
Just like, yeah. And then when it's over, I'm like, I'm driving home. I'm like, a smile is not on my face. I'm like, my muscles are tense.
You are done. Right, you are over
There's
it.
no
I'm
smiling from me for the rest of the day.
And I had to ask because Kish do that a lot, right?
I was gonna say,
my friend do that all the time, and she's like, she smiled her way through it.
I do.
She literally smiles her way through it, and she could be in like so much pain. So much pain.
You won't never be able to tell. I come in, I show up, I do it. But you know why? You know why I do it now more than anything? Because I had to do it when I was working. I gotta go in and I've been in customer service, you might say, for my entire life. No matter what job I had, it's still customer service. I still gotta make sure that the patient get what they need, what they want, right? And you gotta go into work and you gotta play nice with your coworkers, and you gotta play nice with your management, and you gotta play nice to the people in the elevator, and you just gotta play nice all day long, right? And some days you don't feel like playing nice. So my thing is, if I could do it for 8 hours and do it for corporate, I could do it for myself.
Yep.
Because right now it's about myself. It's not about going in there.
You gotta do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's not about going in there and being and playing fake for these people out here. Now it's about really doing it for me. Because I'm not even I'm not even faking it, but it's like, I'm gonna put on my best self because I want people to see me as me. I want people to see my best self. Now I can go in there like,
right.
You see, I just changed my face,
and then your whole energy was different. I'm breaking up. Like I'm not feeling it today,
and I can be like that. I could be like that.
Imagine you felt like that and showed up on the live with your face.
Like, hi guys, it's Sunday.
We here to talk about.
We're here. I don't think they would tune in. They would not tune in.
They like, oh, Zach, well, what's wrong with her? You know what I mean? Now they probably want to watch because they're like, well, let's see if she changed her facial expression the entire show. So now it really is about showing up for me, and it's like because I want people to see me at my best. You know what I mean? I may not be at my best, but sometimes that you only get one opportunity to make an impression on people, especially when you walk in different doors the way we are right now. So I may be hurt, but you ain't never gonna know it. Now, at the end of the shift, when it's all over, if you see me go sit off to the corner and I ain't helping you and I ain't assisting and I ain't doing nothing, it's because I'm done. I tapped out and I ain't, you know what I mean? But guess what? I gave you my all the entire run. And that's what it is for me. So I just tell people, show up for yourself. I said that yesterday. Show up for yourself. It's not about others anymore. It's about yourself. And in this day and age where, like you said, you don't want to tolerate nobody else's BS and care about what people think. In certain circumstances, you have to, because it's all
Yeah.
still about your future, your career, where you going, So I agree with Rihanna. She show up at her best self because she never know who's looking at her. You know what I mean? What's coming her way? What's about to happen for her? Somebody might see her and be like, "Ooh!" Somebody might see us on this rooftop, be like, "Ooh, how y'all was in the clouds?" You know what I mean? How y'all get in the clouds? So
I love that. Can you come over here?
I know.
At this point,
See, that's what happened when you so high up.
we are in the clouds.
All right.
So this is Tanya. Y'all heard her voice. Okay, but
All right.
Okay.
One more thing. I thought I was done, but then y'all brought up Riri. And
Riri,
y'all
like
brought
she
up
knew
Riri,
her.
what she said. So Roger P. Henson, I was watching the interview, and it was like, "What was your favorite role? What was your best role?" He said, "My next role." So that's how we have to look at it.
Yeah.
It's our next job, our next role,
That
our
was
what are we
powerful.
doing. She was like, they're like, "What is your favorite role that you've done? What is it?" She said, "I have none. My next role." So that's how the energy she takes into every role, into what she does. So that's another form of bringing your best. She said,
I
"My
like
next
that.
role." All right, I'm back.
Well, that was Tanya, y'all.
So we had a lot of people that viewed us today. Thank you so much for viewing us. Michelle was on here for sure. We had Mr. Nichols on here. We had a couple of people that came in. Of course, sorry y'all that y'all couldn't hear my live, but you know how we be. We got technical difficulties all the time. You can swing over to my girl Kiana live, or you can go to May's page on Instagram. You can find us. We'll drop it. We'll give you the info.
Actually.
But we are going to let May let you know where you can find her, and then we are going to end this show out, y'all.
Like I said before, I'm not big on social media, but I am on Instagram. You guys should see the link. It's may.csea.7. Yeah.
And we'll make sure to tag it and
Yes.
add it to the live just in case y'all did not catch that. Y'all will see it in the comments. So don't say y'all don't know how to get the May.
Exactly.
Because then it would be a little bit of a lie.
Exactly. Not only that, so it will be up on our website. So I will be reposting the website. You will see it on our website, in our stories and things of that nature. It will be on the website, her episode, how you can find her Instagram to click on her. In case you need her, for sure.
And can I end with a quote?
Absolutely.
I would just say, just to tweak your mindset a little bit, because I heard it and I'm like, this is so true. It stuck with me. That practice doesn't always make perfect, but practice makes a habit. So it's just like, think about that. When you're doing something, it's not about sometimes reaching perfection. It's just about, getting to a point where it's like, okay, can I normalize this? Like we talked about the dysfunction, normalize dysfunction, and you want to start, functioning, having a functional life. So try, practicing how to live functionally, right? Try practicing it. You may not be perfect at it because you might default to, what you know, but just know, practice makes a habit. So if you want good or bad, so you got to choose.
That part. And so we have some announcements to make. Let's make these announcements. You know us booked and busy all the time. So before we end, Kiana, take it off with our announcements of all the things we got coming up.
All right. So you know that we do thank you. You know that we do but it covers your face now. Okay. We do flea markets, right? So we've been doing flea markets once a month. We try to do them once a month. The next one will be August the 2nd, per y'all request, okay? Per y'all request. Y'all asked for it, we bought it to you. That's right. August the 2nd will be our next flea market. Y'all know everything is under $20. There is nothing over $20 at this flea market. And we have a little bit of everything. Like, you can literally come in here and get a $200 jacket for $20.
Listen.
You can get a $200 pair of shoes for $20. Like, it's so much good stuff. Like, please come, y'all, and support. We're gonna have good food. My girl, Kaylee, she's from New Orleans. I love the way she talks.
Yeah.
I make her talk for
She
no
will be
reason.
bringing the good food.
She's gonna have the good food. Like, we've got so many great vendors. So please, please, please come. The tables are $40. We still have a few spaces for vendors. If you would like to be a vendor, $40. That's it. The tables are included. It's from 11 to 7. What a deal. So you should take advantage of it and come. And then tell all your friends to come and support you so they can get cool things for under $20. So that's that. Thank you so much, May, for holding that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, so that is that. And then this one.
Then we have.
This one is, I love the babies. Y'all know I'm just very much obsessed. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing our very first back to school drive this year. Y'all don't even know. I am through the roof about this one. Like, probably getting on y'all nerves about it, but I really don't care. So yeah.
Because she was like, I want to do it. I was like, well, we'll be waiting for her to do it.
And I've been talking about it for so long. So I'm finally doing it. Tisha's helping me. My girl Maria is helping me. We've got a lot of people helping me. My girl Tanya's helping me. Like, so many people are helping. We've got donations coming in. It is a free event. We just need y'all to come.
Yes.
Right? We're going to have people doing the children's hair. So free haircuts, free braiding if your child needs a braid, free hairstyles if you don't do braids with your children. There's someone that's going to be doing their nails. We've got a face painter coming in. We've got bouncy houses for the children. We just need some support as far as the donations come in. We do have some coming in. So we have some school supplies and things. So school supplies, hygiene kits, book bags, hoodies, because the kids do hoodies. I was going to do coats, but I don't have time for their shenanigans. So we can get them tons of hoodies. That's fine. So yes, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please donate. Offer support. Send people our way. It is August the 17th. It is a free event, and we just need you in the building.
Yes, for sure. So any kind of services that you think that you can offer, please make sure you contact us. Because even though you may not be on the list, we may not just be thinking about you. So please just reach out.
Yes, thank you. And then if you don't have any services, that's fine. You can just donate to this GoFundMe page right here, please and thank you. Donate, please and thank you. Thank you.
Yes, well, thank y'all again for joining the Soul Talk with T and Key with our special guest, May Silly. We appreciate y'all as always. Please like, share, comment. Make sure you hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube pages. Make sure you check out our website, because the website will give you all of our episodes from all our amazing guests. Tanya, who you see, was actually guests from last episode. What was that? The 22nd of June. So she was just on their last episode. So make sure you hit us up. Taya episode actually will still be featured on the website, along with May's episode will still be featured on the website. So thank y'all much for joining, and we will see y'all again shortly. Bye.
Thank y'all for watching. Have an awesome and amazing rest of y'all day on purpose. Make sure you do self-care. All right, bye.
That part.
All right, bye.
Yeah, take a selfie, y'all. Take a selfie. On my phone died.
It's always okay.
And Tabby ordered that Chinese food.
Yay! Why it ain't working?
Right there.
Damn it.
I hear.